Welcome to Metaphysical Life Support, a place to learn about the subtle and profound effects of metaphysics in our life. This show is about exploration, tools, and the people who live in awareness, supporting and inspiring us all to live with and from our source, empowering ourselves to manifest consciously, encouraging us to have compassion and a sense of humor about ourselves and being human. Sense of humor about being human, I think, is really important, because just look at us all, the differences, the enormous variety of humanity, and look at the plants and the bugs. Just look around us, and then look at the fact that we're on one planet in hundreds of thousands of planets in a universe that we can't even begin to comprehend. And we are trying every day to define how we communicate with that source, with the divine. I've been very fortunate. My whole life has been able to be about finding the ways to strengthen my soul. On this table, I have a few things I want to talk about that have a great deal of meaning to me. First of all, this is Archangel Michael. I attempted to commit suicide when I was 16 for a variety of reasons. And it was Archangel Michael and another guide that came to me, and in the incredible comfort that I felt when Archangel Michael came to, it felt like he wrapped his wings around me. The words I heard were, "As long as you're alive, there's hope." And he prevented me from hurting myself, from doing something that I couldn't come back from. And I have, ever since that day, felt deeply close and connected to Archangel Michael. I feel like he looks out for me, and I opened up to a lot of grace through that feeling of his presence in my life. I also felt another guide. And you know, in metaphysics, we talk about guides and angels and other types of beings that support us. So we can describe that in a lot of ways. That could be another aspect of our own consciousness that is holding wisdom for us. That could be other beings of love and light. That could be our higher self. That could actually be one of the beings from the angelic realms coming down and supporting us. I think we have lots of guides, including our ancestors. Our ancestors can be guides. Great-grandmothers and great-grandfathers and people who have gone back in our lineage give us strength, or sometimes give us problems. There's a number of ideas that say along the lines of our children for 7 generations carry either our blessings or our curses. And so we have to work to heal those and make ourselves better, more conscious people. And so I find Archangel Michael gives me a lot of comfort, because there's a great number of things that I do not understand in this world. But knowing that there are beings, and some people say Archangel Michael is the right hand of God, that feels great to me. Knowing that there are beings who are wiser and stronger and smarter and more full of love and grace than me, and that I can turn to them for guidance and help in this world, it gives me a greater sense of ease, so that I can relax and know I don't have to know everything, and I don't have to do everything. I need to intentionally and consciously do my best to be compassionate and share my gifts in every day. So I always pay tribute to Archangel Michael, as well as a number of the other archangels that I work with, and I find that gives me great strength. God, or the divine creator, has given us all of these tools to strengthen us in our journey to finding the expression of our soul on this earth, which is why we can't judge each other. Because if we're judging each other and trying to tell each other how we're supposed to have a journey on this earth and find our soul, but if you're really somebody who needs to have beautiful fossils and crystal agates and incense and pieces of crystal and a beautiful cauldron to focus on, that doesn't mean that you're not also talking to God. It simply means that your soul speaks a different language with God. And this is my tribute to my Celtic heritage, my Celtic magic. In this I have incense that is blessed by monks, and I have a wide variety of crystals. I have a beautiful heart-shaped crystal. They come in different kinds of agates. They bring me into greater connection with the earth. They bring me into greater connection with the wisdom and the magic of the Mother Earth. And this is one of the places where I think it's very important that we open up our mind. You know, a lot of people, I hear them say, I don't believe in a God who is a guy with a beard in the sky. I don't really believe in that either. What I do believe is that in this realm of earth, we are in a dualistic reality. There's masculine and feminine and all of the shades of masculine and feminine combination in between. There's dark and there's light. There's cold and there's dry. There's cold and hot and wet and dry. And so when we look at the fact that we're in this dualistic reality and we simply talk about worshiping the Father, that doesn't sit with me. We also have to worship and honor the Mother. And in some symbolism, that's where we have Mother Earth. The idea that this gorgeous, amazing planet, which is blue and watery and represents the ability to house endless species, endless types of people, such an incredible variety of plants, all living on this beautiful, beautiful, watery green rock that floats through the sky, held together by one of those universal chakras, one of those intersections of energy. Think about that for a minute. If you look at astronomy, we talked in a previous episode about chakras being an intersection of energy. Think about astronomy. Everything is held together at a chakra point. And then if you think about there being room on earth for people who talk to Jesus and people who talk to archangels and people who talk to the trees and understand the earth that way. And some people understand it through water or different teachings. As long as we're not hurting each other, I believe the divine is okay with us if in our heart we're using the tools that we have around us to communicate and to love and to find joy with each other being on this earth. Thank you so much for your time today, and thank you for joining us. Remember to like, comment, and share so we can bring you more awesome people and metaphysical ideas for living well. I'm Naomi Eklund. Thank you, our audience, for joining us on Metaphysical Life Support. Our purpose is to provide thoughtful and practical ways to explore the metaphysical reality of your life, to see where life starts in our most powerful journey toward manifesting the strength of our soul on this earth.